Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. I was just recently stating how quiet it was. There wasn't much when it comes to Mattel as far as news goes. Well, it appears as though things are about to change because we just got some brand new stuff that has been revealed. So, the very first thing that I want to tell you guys about is actually from Dino Dream. We have this image of a gorgeous version of the Jurassic World Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, I don't know if this head sculpt is part of the full body model that might be coming at some point, because they actually have this image as well. Now, what you are looking at here looks to be the same to me, but it's actually part of a new line, I think, of busts, if I am correct. I'm pretty sure that's what they were kind of hinting at on social media. You can see a few different versions here. So again, if we do get some busts, that's pretty cool. Some people like busts, some people don't. Either way, I'm excited about it. We've also had our very first Schleich 2026 release revealed, which is a woolly mammoth, and it does look pretty cool. You know, it's never for sure the best, to look at Schleich stuff, upcoming Schleich stuff from their original prototype images. They always have the weirdest, most awkward angles that just, in my opinion, do not show the figures off the best way possible. But it looks cool, I guess, and I'm very intrigued to actually see this one at some point in hand. Also, when it comes to the beasts of the Mesozoic, we did have a brand new figure revealed recently, which is this, the Kentrosaurus, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I also like that it kind of shares somewhat similar of a color scheme to the Stegosaurus, but still a bit different. Either way, though, it is super striking and by far one of the coolest figures, in my opinion, to come from the Beasts of the Mesozoic line. I really cannot wait to see this one at some point in hand in the future. Also, a thank you goes out to Paleo Figuras on Facebook because they did share this image, which apparently is an upcoming TNG Lufengosaurus. Now, I hope it is something that does get released. From what I have been told, the Paraceratherium that they were teasing may not be coming. I think there was some kind of Kickstarter or something going on to originally fund that figure, and it failed. So I don't know if the Paraceratherium is still coming, but this has been teased, so fingers crossed this does eventually get released. Then when it comes to Glitch Studio, they have shown off their upcoming Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex. They have shown off the fact that they've altered quite a bit as far as the details, made it really quite screen accurate in my opinion, and also, of course, changed up the pose, and the pose looks great. This is an incredible looking version of the Rebirth T-Rex, and again, something I'm very much so looking forward to. I do have the Glitch Studio Spinosaurus, and it is gorgeous, so I cannot wait to see what this T-Rex looks like once it gets released. Then when it comes to Elite Creature Collectibles, we do have a look at their upcoming Spinosaurus that is going to be releasing from them. Definitely really nicely done. The sculpt is fantastic. The paint is extremely impressive when it comes to the amount of it added. Like, the fine detail of the paint is next level. I don't know how good the actual final products of the Elite Creature Collectibles models are. I usually only see the prototypes, never really see the actual factory release stuff, but if it's anything like this, it's going to be an incredible version of the Spinosaurus. And as you can see, it also very nicely matches up to their male Rex that they are releasing. Definitely a really cool diorama to have. And as you can see, there's actually a little section where you can, connect the two, making one diorama, which is really cool. Also, when it comes to Haolonggood, we do have the Ionosaurus finally revealed. This was that one figure from the image that, they had shared where it was basically a bunch of silhouettes that we still did not get, so it is nice to see it revealed and nice to know that it is coming at some point in the very near future. And then, of course, we have Mattel, and the very first thing that I want to show you guys when it comes to Mattel is this image, because it does show off some upcoming Mattel figures, but unfortunately we don't actually have any species names attached to it, so I have no idea for sure what species we're looking at. We basically can take our best guesses, of course, but one thing I will say is that pterosaur is incredibly striking. Kind of makes me concerned as to whether or not the image is real. It was floating around Facebook yesterday. I saw quite a few people sharing it, and it was sent to me by quite a few people as well. So I don't know for sure, how legitimate it is, but it definitely looks like Mattel stuff. Hopefully it is in fact real, and we find out what these species are at some point in the near future. But one thing is for sure, one thing that is definitely real is this. A thank you has to go out to Collect Jurassic for these images, but we have the upcoming Charge and Chomp CARNOTAURUS, and it looks amazing if you ask me. Super fun that Mattel continues to release different CARNOTAURUS. Clearly, they are a fan of the species like I am. Also, we have the new line called Jurassic World Survival, so we know what the next line is going to be. Pretty nice packaging as well. So again, a lot to kind of process here, but we can see that the CARNOTAURUS looks super cool. It apparently has like some kind of a running action feature and like a chomping action feature, so that'll be intriguing to actually see, in hand at some point in the near future. But it's really cool to see a CARNOTAURUS that looks so different from the previously released CARNOTAURUS figures from Mattel. It kind of has a little Jurassic World, look and feel to it, but obviously Mattel's own exaggerated look at the same time. So pretty cool figure for sure. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.